Oh my gosh, y'all. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I turned a brown wig ginger. This is me at Sally's, about to get the color. And I was in the process of peeling from a chemical peel. And what sucks about me is when I get chemical peels, I still have to work. So, and I'm the type, I really don't care how I look on social media. So one thing about me, I'm going to show you my face. Yeah. So that's that. Now let's get into it. Every single time I walk into Sally's, I feel like a kid in a candy store. There's so much to choose from. Sally's always has the good deals. Matter of fact, I hope Sally's sponsors me one day. I need to go ahead and apply to their like influencer program because I know they got one. Anyways, I found this color on YouTube from a YouTuber, the copper color and L'Oreal highlights. So because I'm trying to color a dark wig to a light color, this is the perfect color to use because these colors, you know, they allow dark wigs to turn into like red, blonde, whatever you want. And I use 30 developer. I normally use 40, but 30 worked. And the wig's already lifted to like a light brown. So I'm already ahead of the game. I remembered that I wanted to get some new shears that I learned in this layering class that I went to. And I could not freaking find them. But I guess I really didn't know what they looked like because I ended up finding them and I ended up getting them. They were like sheer, like razor shears. So I grabbed them, got everything, and we out the door, baby. So I'm going to get the copper. And I didn't even realize that the damn packages were so little. I thought they were the big ones. So I got 6 of them. Thank God I got 6 because I almost did not get that many. So these are the things I need. You need your bowl, your developer, all of that. So I'm going to open this up. And I always eyeball the developer. It's supposed to be 1-to-1. So however much is in this tube, that's how much developer you use. But baby, I don't even do all that. I eyeball it and it's good enough, girl. So you just get it all out real good, real good. And this is all pretty self-explanatory. So I believe I used, how much did I start with? 2 or 3? I probably started with 2 or 3. And yes, please wear gloves because you're going to be so sick when your nails are turning another color. And you just use the top to poke a hole in it. I normally have a little screw thing that I put on at the tip of this little, I don't know, you want to call it a jar, not a jar, but this little paste, whatever. And it just rolls the stuff out and it's less stressful than using your hands. I just could not find it. So I went ahead and used my hands, whatever. But you definitely waste product when you use your hand, but it's fine. I bought enough product. Oh, Lord. And again, I started with 3. And I'm so, like I said, I'm so glad I bought 6 because I didn't even know these were tiny like this. I thought they were the big ones. So, I'm so glad I did this because my client needed this wig color this exact day because she needed it for her birthday trip. So, you know, you want to stay prepared so you don't have to stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Okay. So now that we have all the product in our jar, we're going to use our 30 developer. We're going to eyeball it. So I eyeballed it, boop, boop, boop. And then we're going to mix it up really good, guys. Y'all got to make sure y'all really mix it up to be nice and make it nice and like smooth. Take your time. Don't rush. Don't skip this process. Get you a good brush too. Make sure your brush is good. This brush that I have is very sturdy and nice. I love it. So I just mix it up real good, guys. And you can see it looks a little orange, but Cheryl, it's definitely copper. It's 100% a copper red, which, like I said, I'm just glad my client liked this. So this is how it's going to look. To be honest, I probably could have added a little bit more developer to make it a little bit more runny because it was super thick. So I just saturate the wig a little bit so it could be a little bit wet so that the product can really get in there really nicely. I wet the whole wig, but the roots, I didn't want to get them too wet, so I went ahead and sprayed them. And make sure you put a shower cap on your mannequin head just so it doesn't stain the mannequin head because that's annoying. And we just really just get it and go, y'all. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, on the lace, to protect the lace, I put Gots to Be Gel, the black one. That's what I use on the lace, and I brushed it on the lace. I don't know why I skipped that part. Anyways, you see how I got some of that color on the lace? It did not even color the lace because I had that Gots to Be Gel. So just word to the wise that Gots to Be Gel works. So I'm just going to go through section by section and add that color, period. I wanted to watercolor this, but to be honest, y'all, I didn't want to risk it because I really don't know how L'Oreal High Color works when it's watercolor. Even though I've seen one girl do it for bundles, but I ain't never seen nobody do it for a wig. So I was like, let me just hand paint this. So it took me about 2 hours, unfortunately. But we got it done. You just want to make sure you comb that and make sure it's at the roots, because you don't want the roots to be brown and the whole wig is red. You don't want that. Now, because I protected my lace, you going to the root and really pushing it into the root is not going to stain the lace. Now, the knots might be colored, but that's also okay, because my units have tiny knots to where if they're colored, as long as they're not jet black, if they're colored, they still look good. Okay? That's just word to the wise. Colored knots are okay as long as it's not like jet black or 1B. If it's like brown or red, you get away with it. I don't know. That's just the science of it. It works, especially if you're dark skinned. Okay, so I'm literally going to just do this all through the lace, guys. Like, I could have probably split this up more. But, yeah, that's it. And then as I'm doing the roots, I'm also making sure it's saturated through the hair as well. So that's how I'm coloring the whole wig. Guys, this is super easy. You could do this at home. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend doing all this work. The only reason why I'm doing this work is because I did not have a ginger wig on hand. My vendor normally colors my wig. So if y'all want reliable vendors, I will have my vendor list down below. Go get my vendor list. I have raw vendors, pre-plucked hairlines. They customize the wig. They do everything for y'all guys. Anyways, yeah, I knew I had a brown wig on hand. And I knew that brown wig can give her the color she wanted, or close to the color that she wanted. So I was like, and she needed the wig like ASAP. So I didn't want to miss a sale, because she was like, well, if I'm not going to get it on time, then she wanted to cancel the order. And I was like, nah, I'm going to make it work. So that's why I ended up coloring this wig. Because, baby, one thing about me, I'm not trying to color. I ain't trying to color nothing, because I just don't like doing all that hard work. And I always encourage people, guys, work smarter, not harder. Please get you a vendor. All the vendors that I work with, they pre-plucked hairlines. They color units. Of course, they make the wigs. They do all that work for you guys. And they also bleach the knots depending on, the tone of your customer. Because the darker the customer, the more your knots don't really need to be bleached, because you're going to put dark makeup on it anyway. So that's just word to the wise. But yeah, they do all those things. So I just feel like you guys who are trying to get into the wig industry, you're trying to sell ready-to-ship units, you're trying to do installs, guys, get you a vendor that does all the customizing for you. That way, at least you can learning how to curl before learning how to pluck. You could do that. You can learn how to curl in 2 weeks. Plucking takes sometimes years. So instead of wasting your time and not being able to get customers because you're too busy trying to learn how to pluck, babes, just get you a vendor that'll do it for you. It'll save you so much time and effort, and you can actually give you room to make money. So that's just word to the wise. I always tell the girls that. And I have all kinds of styling videos, guys, on my page. So there's no excuse. I am a walking resource, because when I started in this business, I knew that I needed somebody like me. So I'm trying to give y'all what I needed when I first started. Okay. So use me as a resource, guys. My Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube. Study what I do. All the free game that I give. Now I am going to start doing tutorials that you would have to pay for, but they're just going to be even better than my YouTube videos. So let me tell you something, and baby, let me tell you something. You better work smarter and not harder. And then as you continue to do installs and as you continue to customize these wigs, you'll just learn how to pluck. But in the meantime, get you a vendor that does it for you, so you're not losing customers that you could be getting. So yeah, that's that. So we're just going to go all the way through this wig, literally row by row, guys. Like I told you, it's not even that. This is not really fun. I wish I would have sped this up a little bit more. But it's very important, guys, that you make sure that you are coloring all the way to the roots, and make sure the hair is saturated real good. Woo! Like the hair part and not just the root, because, you want to make sure that it's not brown and patchy, because, of course, the wig was light brown. So that's what I'm doing here. I just want to make sure the actual hair is saturated, and I'm rubbing my fingers through to really get that color through. That's why it's important to wear gloves. See what I'm doing there? I'm just rubbing it in the hair, because I just want to make sure everything's equal and even. Okay. So just do this. Ooh, this wig came out so cute, guys. Funny enough, the color, it was like 3 different colors. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It came out to 3 different like shades of brownish copper. In the end, you'll see. Well, no, you'll see it in part 2, because I have a part 2 to this video where I'm actually styling this unit for my customer. So you'll see that. You'll see me styling it. It's crazy. But, I mean, like I said, my customer loved it. So even though I was stressed the whole goddamn time. Gosh, I was so stressed. But she loved it. So I really wasn't tripping. So you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I will let y'all get to it, okay? So now that we've washed the wig out, one trick that I love, guys, fabric softener. Use fabric softener, silicone mix, and Adore Clear. I don't know if I use Adore Clear, but if you go get Adore, the clear color, and just use that to saturate your wig and let it deep condition for like 15 to 20 minutes, your wig is going to come out so soft. Y'all don't even understand. And it's going to smell good. But be mindful when you're using that fabric softener on like a 613 wig or a highlighted wig with very light highlights. Make sure the fabric softener that you use is a clear color, because if it's colored blue, purple, it's going to stain your wig, honey. I learned that the hard way. I was so pissed. I had a 613 wig and it got stained, okay? So I let that sit, and look how my hands are just running through it. Like the hair just melts. Oh my God, it's amazing. I'm so glad I learned that. So I'm passing that information on to y'all, okay? So take notes. So now I'm just going to rinse this wig out. Make sure when you guys are rinsing product out of your units, use cold water. When you're rinsing out like color and stuff, use cold water so everything can just be saturated in the unit. And of course, when you're rinsing out conditioner, you use cold water. But guys, this unit came out so good. I made sure that I got all the product out because I don't want the wig to be greasy. You know, if you don't wash your product out of your wig properly, it makes it very heavy and greasy, and you do not want that, guys, because there's no turning back. So I just blow dried it, and like I told you, it was like 3 different tones, but it still looked pretty good. It's giving like an ombre look, and again, my customer loved it. So we're just gonna blow dry it, and guys, the finish was amazing. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share this post, follow through with me, y'all. And if you want to see how this wig looked when it was styled, make sure you stay tuned for part 2. Okay, look at that. So cute. It's such a nice color. But I'm telling y'all, this is 100% not what this lady asked for. So before I styled it, I sent her a picture. She was like, I love it. I was like, phew. I love customers that don't really know better, but they just know that they like it. But they're not really picky, so they don't really know, no, that ain't what I asked for. As long as they like it. And it was her birthday wig, so I know she liked it, because I know she would have been like,